What's up, VapeMentors? Hope you can hear me all right. I'm gonna give you a little update from Madrid. I wanted to get these bells in the background. They go off at noon every day. It's beautiful. It goes on for about 5 minutes. It's really cool, but I've been in Madrid for about 4 days now. It's a beautiful city if you ever get a chance to go. And the one thing you'll notice when you go to Europe in general is that everybody smokes. It's ridiculous. It feels like 1985 again. And there's a huge opportunity for vaping here. I did see a couple people vaping, but it's not very pervasive. The number one opportunity is that you get so many people, so many tourists, a lot of people from the United States that are just walking all the time. I mean, everybody walks from until about 3 in the morning, and not just kids, okay? Like literally every type of person you'll see walking on the streets until 2, 3 in the morning, and it's not abnormal for that. That's just the way it is here. They get the siesta in the day, and they will just walk, and they'll just talk, and they'll get drinks, and the amount of people that sit around and just smoke. There are tons of tobacco shops around here. No vape shops at all. Alright, so we're here at SkyVap in Madrid. So I just made a video saying, oh my god, there's no vape shops. Well, I hadn't even looked it up, so I looked it up on Yelp, and it turns out there's how many vape shops are in Madrid?
In Madrid Center we have like no more than 10. Just Madrid Center, at the outskirts you have like a couple of them.
And how many tobacco shops?
It's impossible to count.
Exactly.
Like hundreds.
I mean, they're on every corner, and we couldn't get away from it. And so I noticed just in London too. I was just in London, tons of people smoking, lots of tobacco shops, no vape shops. So tell me the culture of vaping in Madrid. Is it weird? Do people still don't know what to do?
It used to be really weird, and now it's increasing. Like a couple of years ago, it was really hard to see anyone vaping, and now we're starting to see some people vaping on the street. And here we have more customers like wanting to keep it with tobacco.
Yeah.
And it's still really hard to see people vaping on the street, but it's increasing, so that's a good point.
And so are you able to go up to people and sort of just talk to them about vaping and say, hey, it's way better than smoking, you should try it?
I usually have to, because if someone see me on a bar, on a pub, having a drink, they usually come to ask, so what's that? Isn't that like worse than tobacco? They have lots of doubts, and it's usually people that comes to you to ask you. You don't have to go to them and tell them what's vaping.
And are they receptive to it? Are they?
Yeah, most of them they start not being so receptive. They are a bit skeptical with the vaping because they heard all that fake news. But
what kind of fake news are you guys getting over here? Because we get a lot in the US too.
We are pretty the same, yeah. Years ago we have like that type of news that were like all that lung diseases that vaping causes, and now they stop making that news, and people are like more open-minded.
Do you think that news comes from the tobacco industry, or where does that come from, do you think?
I think that comes more from the pharmaceutical companies than from the tobacco, because tobacco companies are like they're like getting into the vaping industry with that Philip Morris equals and all that. I think it's more about the pharmaceutical companies.
So what does the city think of vaping? Are they against it? Like Madrid, the city, like are they friendly to vaping? Was it easy to get this lease and open your business as a vape shop?
Yeah, usually you don't have any problem on restaurants or that. Maybe if you're also with the sub bomb making the huge clouds, you have to be a bit like low profile, but I don't have much problems.
So people can come in here and test and flavors and cloud up the place a little bit, and no one really minds.
No problem.
Do you think they're going to start cracking down on that?
Hope no, but I'm not sure. I think they start like introducing that laws. They will be more like in bars and restaurants or other type of buildings, shops, but not in stores. At the moment, the only prohibition that we have is to vape on public buildings, public transport, and near schools and parks and all that.
Same as smoking though, probably, right?
No, because smoking tobacco you can't do it in bars. You have to go outside to smoke, and you can vape inside the bar.
You can vape in the bar. Wow, I haven't seen that yet. So what's the most popular flavor around here?
Around here, like animal, also just the liquid, people is liking them. Coil spill, really good. Cafe Racer, they're also like a bestseller.
Are they fruity flavors?
No,
or
they have half tobacco, like a tobacco line. They have like pastry line of that, and fresh liquid like drinks, pink lemonade, and all that type of liquids. So it's like half and half.
So when people first pick out, like if they're a smoker for a long time, do they like the tobacco flavor
They usually
first?
prefer to start with tobacco flavors because it reminds them like that cigarette flavor, and after a couple of weeks or months, they want to change to the fruity flavors, the dessert flavors, and all that.
And so with your supplier, you don't have to tell me who's your supplier, but you know, are there a lot of distributors in Madrid? Is it easy to find product, or do you have to
Not
import it?
really in Spain. There are a few of them, but you have like different wholesalers for hardware, liquids, and all that. But there are not so many here in Spain.
So what about people making their own juice? Do you make, is that okay?
I don't do it. It's okay, yes, but I don't do it because I always like vape the flavors we have at the shop. I've tried a couple of flavors that we have on the, like some customers come with their own made flavors. They are not the same. So.
And so you have a personal smoking story. So
Yeah.
What's that? Tell me that story.
I used to smoke since I'm now 22. I started smoking with 16.
Wow.
I've been vaping for like since I was 20. I've been 2 years vaping. I used to smoke 1 pack a day, so I had to quit because the health problems. Yes, I was afraid about the health problems, and also the tobacco price.
Yeah.
It was increasing like €5 a pack.
Did they tax it?
Yeah. And each year they tax it more. So it has to be like, I have to quit right now because it's gonna be unaffordable.
So how did you start smoking? I mean, is that normal to start young in Madrid?
Or even earlier.
Really?
You can see like 15 years old child smoking in the street. Here, not in Spain only, but in most of the Mediterranean countries, there's a lot of tobacco culture. You
Yeah.
go to Italy, you go to France, and you have lots of people smoking. So I think that's inside our culture and our mind since we are kids.
And the owner of this shop had a smoking story, and so now you guys are both passionate about helping people stop smoking?
Yeah,
That's what
we like most about our job, like to help people quit smoking.
Do people, and what about the hardware here? Do people like the complicated RDA mods, or do they just like the simple
We have like also a 50-50. We have like old customers, like old, like 60 something, 70 something, that they don't want nothing complicated, and they usually take like the classic Egos,
Yeah.
like with the atomizer,
Uh-huh.
or something like this, like an easy stick. They don't want anything more complicated than that. And we also have people, it's usually younger people that like the sub-on tanks, RDAs, RBAs, because they have time or they want to start building their own decks.
So right now in Madrid, the market is just emerging. And how long do you think it's going to be until everybody vapes, or will that ever happen?
It's gonna be hard, but I hope so. Like, I'm positive, and maybe everyone vaping is really gonna be a long-term target.
Yeah.
But maybe in 5 years, we have a much larger percentage of people vaping. I don't know how many, but I hope there are lots.
Awesome. Well, I have no more questions. I really appreciate the time. Thanks so much. This is with VapeMentors, so I'll send you the link to the video. I'll look up your store and everything, and
Okay.
we'll post on YouTube, all right?
Perfect. No?
Well, there you have it. I spoke too soon. There are actually about 10 vape shops in Madrid. Still not as many vape shops as tobacco shops, but nonetheless, it's emerging, and as he said, there's increasing adoption rate for vaping, and it's just like the US, where probably 5 years ago, where you could pretty much open up a shop and you'd be selling vape and people see immediately the benefit. the government hasn't decided that what to think of vaping, so it's pretty much free reign right now, which is good. I suspect, just like anything else, that they're taxing tobacco. A lot of people, still enough people smoke tobacco, so there's going to be no reason to stop the vape tax or start instituting any kind of vape taxes, because they're still getting enough revenue. But cities are addicted to that tax money, so it's just inevitable that it's going to happen, in my opinion. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with vaping in Madrid, and I'll continue to interview vape shop owners across Europe. I'm going to be heading to Toledo tomorrow. I don't think I have time to do a vape shop interview, but I'm also going to be going to China. Maybe I'll see someone there, and Thailand. So if I see any vape shop owners there, I'll try to get their perspective. But I still think that, based on what I've seen, the tobacco smoking and and just what he was saying in there about vaping and how it's the same benefits, the same motivation. Basically, you've got a really promising vape market here for at least the next couple years. So good luck if you decide to open a vape shop in Madrid. It's a beautiful city. I'm gonna go get a beer. Check this place out. It's Pride Month, by the way. Good job, Madrid. So if any of the VapeMentors listeners or subscribers are in Madrid or in Europe, and you're starting a vape shop, I want to hear your story. Let us know how it's going. But there's just a mountain of opportunity in Europe, and I see it more and more every day. So all it would take is one little corner shop, start selling vaping, start going up to everybody you see that's smoking, which there's a lot of them, and just having a conversation with them, and eventually people are going to see that it's better. So that's my update from Madrid. Hope everything's going well. Subscribe and like this video if I helped you, and go and check us out on Facebook at VapeMentors, on YouTube or on Twitter at VapeMentors. Go check out our community forum where we talk just about business strategy. We don't allow any consumers there. We just talk about vape shops, e-liquid brands, e-commerce sites, how it's going to help your business. Community.vapementors.com. Go check us out there and join the conversation.